Everyone has a pre-game ritual, a superstition, a relic, a tradition. Teams, players, coaches, fans. Alter egos are born and unveiled with pride. Pranks and clever fun, they've got nothing to hide. When therapy is good for the heart, it's good for the soul. The only thing that keeps us sane throughout the big show. The mindfulness and creativity is the strength you don't see. These gladiators are matched and linked by the sea. And when they're prepping for game day, it's just business, you know. This is not trivial. This is Thursday Night.
How's it going, everybody? It's Julius Thomas, tight end for the Miami Dolphins.
I'm Terrell Suggs, outside linebacker. Hometown is Chandler, Arizona.
You know, for me, when I'm defining ritual, it's a process of doing something over and over because you have a goal in mind.
How do I define the word ritual? To me, it's just repetition. You know, Kobe Bryant got a certain spot on the basketball floor where he'll never miss a shot. It's just muscle memory. It's just all part of your craft, you know.
Getting ready for this game Thursday versus the Ravens, it's a condensed week, a lot to get done in a short period of time, but it's all about, you know, having the correct mindset and, you know, get your body back as much as you can.
When you come to Baltimore, it's kind of the SOP, standard operating procedure. It's just nasty, gritty, smash mouth football.
I matched up against Terrell Suggs several times in my career. You know, he's been playing for a long time in this league at a high level. So, you know, it'll be fun.
Thursday night is up there with Sunday night and Monday night. It's prime time, you're the only game on. So, you know, we're competitors, we're modern day gladiators, and we definitely love to bask in the spotlight. I am Miami's reckoning.
My name is Luke Quave, a.k.a. Gorilla Luke, a.k.a. Big Sexy.
My name's Chip Fired Up Riley, and I've been a Baltimore Ravens fan since the beginning for 22 years.
Whoa! I've been a fan since 1983. I have 13 Dolphin tattoos on my body. The main one is the one across my knuckles that says Dolphins, and then I have Dolphin written right here on my inner arm. Fins up, baby. That's how we do it in Miami.
You know, Dolphins fans are passionate. They really exemplify the culture here in Miami.
Gorilla Luke was born in the summer of 2010. Me and my best friend, Gorilla Josh, we were kind of looking for ideas to change up the typical average look of the average fan that goes. We wanted to really stand out more, and no one would be crazy enough to wear these gorilla suits in 100-degree heat for 9 hours every Sunday.
They're having a good time, probably an exceptionally better time than most fans, and they bring that energy, that vibe of Miami. People are dancing, people are enjoying it, people are sweating.
We just like to party. We're Miami. We're very passionate about our sports. Raven fans are more, you know what? I don't even know what a Raven fan would even,
All right, gang! Are you fired up? Back in 1965, I went to my first Colt game with my father. And then when the Baltimore Colts left, we got the team here. They were called the Baltimore Ravens. Dad and I were back in heaven, baby. We got the NFL back here in town. And in 2006, a good friend of mine decided to say, you got to become one of these super fans and paint yourself up. So he did. He painted my face up, put flames on it, as you can see to this day. He goes, what are you going to call yourself? I said, I don't know, for my profession and my line of work, I said, I'm fired up for the Ravens, baby. Woo!
When you see the fireman, there's certain things that goes accustomed with going to a Ravens game, and he's one of them.
I define ritual as a religion. It's something you believe in that works. I have marched with the Ravens marching band. They let me march in the front with the president and vice presidents of the band, and I just get into the beat and start singing the fight song. The eyes are on you, so it's time for you to get out there and be the showman that you are and get the crowd fired up.
A Miami's reckoning. Who is Sizzle? That's the big question. I can't even answer that question. One day I'm Sizzle, one day I'm Bane, Darth Bane, Darth Sizzle.
The character I do and the showmanship that he shows, I feel is kind of funny. It's kind of an alter ego. I do things as fired up I would never do as Chip Riley.
The key to the costume, it's got to be a part of your personality. Gorillas are big, dominant animals. They're alphas. They're just the king. They can be dominant when they need to be, but they're also lovers and they're very caring.
You definitely got to have a little fun. Life is short to be taking it too serious all the time, so you got to have a little fun. Hello, Hacksaw Smithers here, Radio News. I was just calling to ask you, how do you feel about Terrell Suggs and how he's playing this year? How's his game? Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the best in the game, exactly. Hacksaw was my uncle, Billy Wayne Kennedy. I'd kind of describe him as my Alfred to Bruce Wayne. He took care of me. You know what I'm saying? Every little needs I had, and, he passed away, so I got his name tattooed. And that was kind of like a tribute to him. My support group is the most important thing in my life. If there's one thing that I truly feel blessed with, it's, the people that I have around me that truly care for me. Oh, there you go. Oh, no, you don't got it.
I do.
You know what time it is? Why? Let me get 15 of them things. During the week, it's time to be dad. Kids, they never run out of energy. You don't want to miss these times because when they get older, they're not going to want to hang out with you. Right now, your dad is a superhero. But then, they're going to grow up, and dad don't get that much time anymore. So I'm just kind of relishing this time I got with them while they're little. And I'm getting ready for games. It's crucial. It's so beneficial for me to have those people that truly care about me and the people that I care about around.
My rituals are important because that's what makes me. On game day, I wear my jersey. My jersey's right here, number 19. And number 19 is very special and near and dear to my heart. It's really what this is all about to me. 19 started with my dad, obviously. His favorite player when I was a kid was Johnny Unitas, Johnny U. Dad had season tickets at Memorial Stadium at that time, and my father's seat number was 19. When we moved into the new stadium where we are now, Dad's seat number is 19. Then in 2005, my father passed away. And sure enough, as I walked out of the room, I looked up at the room number in the critical care unit, and his room number was 19. My mother said to me, she said, Chip, would you want one of your dad's yearbooks from University of Maryland? I said, absolutely, sure. My dad was a track star at University of Maryland in the early 1950s. And I just happened to open the book up, and I wanted to see his track picture and everything. And kid you not, unbelievable, his track number was number 19. I actually had tears running down. My mother said, what are you crying for? I said, Mom, do you know what Dad's track number was? She said, no idea. I said, it's number 19. So as you can see, it meant so much to me. So now you know why 19 means a lot to me.
Why ritual's important to me? I mean, like I said, it's just repetitive. You know what I'm saying? The number one important aspect in the athlete's game is his confidence. I wouldn't say that I'm a superstitious ritual person, but I would say that I'm very consistent ritually.
Let's face it, we all have kind of funny things. If I didn't do something one day that I should have done, the game might not quite go right.
Unless there's an emergency, This suit does not come off at all. I keep this suit on for a full 9 hours. That way I do feel part of the team. I feel like I'm kind of their backbone now. I think I sleep in this thing.
It all starts with getting up. You know what I'm saying? First things first, you know, I eat eggs and bacon.
The #1 rule in a gorilla suit is always stay hydrated. You gotta figure we're in Miami. Average game is at least 90 degrees. The humidity spikes to 100, maybe even more.
During the week, it's strictly egg whites. It's strictly all protein and power.
This is Miami Dolphins Gorilla Hydration 101. Water, coconut water, Gatorade. It's an intense hydration process. No alcohol. Being in a gorilla suit in 100-degree heat, drinking alcohol is not the brightest thing to do. You're gonna be finding a dead gorilla passed out somewhere.
On game day, why do I eat regular eggs and bacon? Because I've been doing it since I was 8, since my very first football game ever. Regular eggs and bacon. If it works for you, why switch it up?
My rituals this year have been, you know, to really understand the things that I'm doing on a daily basis that's either helping me get better or helping me get worse. Some of the things that I'm doing to become more mindful is definitely been reading, you know, whether that's psychology, whether that's philosophy. There are people that have lived on earth for so long that have been overcoming and experiencing the same challenges and difficulties that we are in our life today. And if you can look back and you can learn from those people, you're gonna give yourself an edge.
Now that's something to get fired up about now. Woo! My rituals are, I do a radio show every week here in Baltimore, which is kind of cool. They give me an opportunity to do a commentary every week. Yes, they haven't played like a playoff team lately, but remember one thing, gang, we didn't have an NFL team here in Baltimore for 13 years. I like to tell the fans' perspective and speak from the heart how I think things can improve, get better, or how good they did do. On game day rituals, I smoke a cigar before I go into the stadium, which is called My Father's Cigar. Really not my father's cigar, but that's what they're named, My Father's Cigar. So you see why I do that in memory of my dad. And then before I go into the stadium, I always, at every game, is go up and rub Johnny Unitas' statue's feet. It's like a shiny toe. And we all rub his foot, and I go, Johnny, be with us today, and be with Joe Flacco, which hasn't happened much lately.
There's a little time before I gotta go in the phone booth and put my cape on. You know, I get the kids ready. I gotta be dad. I know I'm T-Sizzle, you know, Baltimore Ravens linebacker, but I'm dad first.
I have this ritual that I brush my teeth with this Miami Dolphins toothbrush. If I don't, I just, in my head, I feel like we're gonna have a bad game. It's pretty rough, I'm not gonna lie. My toothbrush is not the healthiest toothbrush to put in your mouth, probably. I'm willing to get gingivitis on the sake of the Dolphins in my gorilla suit.
Art is something that, you know, I've probably been interested in my whole life. It was something that my mom, she really impressed upon me, and we would do all the time at home. You know, it was kind of our way of bonding. I don't know exactly how much art helps me as a football player, besides the fact that it gives me an outlet. You know, I'm very careful with the rituals that I do have. I don't want to make them too complicated. I don't want to make them object-based, because you're gonna depend on that, and if you don't have it, then you're gonna psych yourself out. You're gonna second guess your ability to go out there and perform at a high level.
We have to remember, hey, this is a business trip. We're gonna play some football. Kiss my girl goodbye after I eat, after she fixed me my eggs and bacon. And then I just take this long ride down to the stadium. I always take the longest way there. It's like that calm before the storm. And then by the time I get to the stadium, basically my whole car ride was kind of like my phone booth. I done stepped into the phone booth. You know, I was Terrell Suggs when I woke up. By the time I get to the stadium, I'm Sizzle.
The fins are out, the perched bird caws, the art, the grunts, the march, and T-Sizzle. Alter egos are key to mentally prepare. If Dad could only see the fire in me. When it's time to cut their teeth, the airwaves are calling. So, getting mental is always S.O.P. Dolphins, Ravens, Thursday Night Football. When it's on, it's on.